Hello friends, I am Dr. Ruhil. Today we will discuss about circular economy. The concept of circular economy centers around the reuse of products and raw materials and the prevention of waste, thus closing the loop. Now you must be wondering why I have placed this drawing of a spaceship here. Actually, Professor Kenneth Boulding in 1966 used this metaphor of planet Earth as a spaceship. He proposed that Earth is a closed system with limited resources, just like a spaceship passing through the space. We cannot move to another place to escape our waste or to find new resources. About 60 years ago, he showed concern regarding a technology to achieve a stable circular flow of materials. He argued that present technologies which burn fossil fuels are wasteful since these have no concern for recycling or reuse. And thus Boulding compared Earth with a spaceship breaking down. Now let's understand this concept of circular economy in detail. Now the first question is why we need a circular economy. Well, there are several reasons. The transition towards a circular economy is a fundamental step to address challenges associated with the traditional linear economy model. Traditional linear economy model which follows a take, make and dispose of approach. Here, the circular economy aims to minimize waste, make the most of resources, and economically, a circular economy leads to cost savings, drives new business opportunities. It makes supply chains more robust because they rely less on raw materials that can be unpredictable in price and availability. Socially, transitioning to a circular economy can create jobs, particularly in sectors like repair, recycling, and remanufacturing. It also contributes to public health and well-being. Now, this is the most important point here because it leads to reduced pollution, promoting the responsible use of resources. Thus, it acts on the social determinants of health and it leads to cleaner air and water. Furthermore, it can bolster local communities by encouraging local resource loops, engaging residents in sustainable practices. The circular economy is the need of the hour. But there are also some debates around circular economy, some critiques around circular economy, which we will also discuss in this video later on. So, for now, let's move forward. So, the conceptual framework of the circular economy can be analyzed through three main levels of action: macro level, meso level, and micro level. Each level here plays a distinct role and addresses different aspects of the economy and society. At the macro level, the circular economy involves large-scale changes in the economic and social systems. Meso level focuses on collective dynamics of industries and organizations, how they can cooperate to optimize resource use. Micro level addresses the behavior of individual consumers. So let's discuss these levels of action in detail. Now, to start with the macro level. This level encompasses national and international policies, frameworks, broader socioeconomic landscape. Here, governments can play a crucial role in shaping the circular economy through legislation, incentives, subsidies, policies that promote resource efficiency, waste reduction, sustainable product design. So these are fundamental at this level. Also, like investing in infrastructure that supports circular practices, structures which support recycling facilities, renewable energy projects, sustainable transportation. So all these things are crucial. Then economic instruments like taxes, subsidies, credits, they can be used to incentivize businesses and consumers to adopt circular practices. Then collaboration among governments, industry, academia, civil society, these collaborations are vital to drive systemic change. Now, let's discuss some important case studies involving the macro level action. So, first is the European Union Circular Economy Action Plan. So, EU Circular Economy Action Plan introduces regulations to ensure that the products sold in the EU market are designed to last longer, and these products are easier to reuse, repair, and recycle. And these products incorporate recycled content. The EU has also worked on improving waste management systems and standards, and also in investing in research and innovation. And it has programs like Horizon 2020. And these all these programs, they support transition to circular economy. Now, second case study is China's circular economy promotion law. This China circular economy promotion law, it was implemented in 2009, and it provides a legal and policy framework for promoting circular economy practices at various levels. It involves encouraging industries to adopt circular practices through the development of recycling zones and industrial symbiosis initiatives. Also, implementing tax incentives, subsidies, pricing mechanisms to encourage businesses and consumers to engage in circular practices. Then, Amsterdam Circular Strategy 2023 to 2026. This Amsterdam Circular Strategy, it involves implementing policies to ensure that new buildings are constructed using circular principles and that demolition waste is reused and recycled. Also, leading by example, the city commits to circular procurement policies, ensuring that the products and services purchased by the city government are sustainable and circular. And Japan has robust policies to encourage waste reduction, reuse, recycling across various sectors, including packaging, electronics, automobiles. Then they have this fundamental plan for establishing a sound material cycle society. It is revised every 5 years, provides a comprehensive framework and specific targets for waste reduction and recycling. Then coming to next case study, Scotland. Scotland has been proactive in the approach to circular economy. The Scottish government released a circular economy strategy titled Making Things Last. Then Canada has established the Circular Economy Leadership Coalition, which is a collaborative effort among business leaders, NGOs, academics to accelerate Canada's transition to a circular economy. So these are the case studies at macro level action. Now coming to the meso level of action. So primary concept at this level, the meso level, are industrial symbiosis and eco-industrial parks. This involves mutually beneficial collaboration between different industries where waste or byproduct of one company serve as a resource for another. It reduces waste and promotes the efficient use of resources. There are industrial parks designed to promote sustainable production. Companies located in these parks collaborate to reduce waste and pollution, and they efficiently share resources like water, energy, materials, and thus they improve economic gains and they leverage shared services and infrastructure. Companies can share resources such as energy, water, and waste treatment facilities to reduce costs and environmental impact. Now, this meso level encourages innovation in business models, process optimization, and development and transfer of technologies that transfer circularity. Now, coming to some case studies that illustrate meso level action within the circular economy. So, first is the Kallenbach symbiosis. This Kallenbach symbiosis is a partnership between 8 public and private enterprises in Kallenbach, Denmark. It is one of the first and most successful examples of industrial symbiosis in the world. The symbiosis network's participants share waste, water, energy streams, creating a closed loop system that benefits all involved. For example, excess heat from power generation is used for district heating and fish farming. Slurry from pharmaceuticals production become fertilizers for local farms. Fly ash from a coal-fired power plant is used in cement production. Then next case study is in Linköping, Sweden. Here, a citywide initiative has been implemented to convert waste into biogas, which is then used to power public transportation. It involves a biogas plant that processes municipal organic waste along with agricultural byproducts, producing biogas and biofertilizers. And a fleet of buses and taxis that run on biogas, reducing fossil fuel dependence and cutting greenhouse gas emission. And there is a collaboration between municipal waste management companies, public transport operators, and local farmers. So this was regarding the Linköping biogas initiative in Sweden. Now moving on to the next case study, Suchao New District in China. This Suchao New District in China is home to an eco-industrial park that integrates sustainable practices and industrial symbiosis into its operations. And the park includes efficient use of resources by promoting the exchange of byproducts and waste materials between industries. Also, the implementation of green building standards, energy saving technologies. There is a centralized treatment facilities for wastewater and solid waste, benefiting all resident companies. So this was regarding the Sichuan district, China. Now, next case study is the Lombardy region in Italy. The Lombardy region in Italy launched an eco-efficiency program to foster sustainable practices among small and medium-sized enterprises, the SMEs. So then the Rotterdam Climate Initiative. The Rotterdam Climate Initiative is a collaboration between the city government, port authority, businesses, and citizens to reduce CO2 emissions and promote sustainable growth in the port of the Rotterdam. This initiative includes developing the port as a hub for renewable energy, including wind power and biomass, creating networks for the reuse and recycling of industrial waste and byproducts, also enhancing the infrastructure for the capture and storage of CO2 from industrial processes. So these were some important case studies which involves the meso level of action. Now coming to the next level, the micro level. The micro level addresses the behaviors of individual consumers and organizations. So this is regarding the behavior change of consumers. It focuses on creating and reinforcing sustainable consumption patterns and production practices. Companies are encouraged to design products that are durable, repairable, and recyclable. Business models like product as a service or sharing platforms, they promote the use of products without the need for ownership, extending product life cycles, reducing waste. It also involves educating consumers about the environmental impact of their choices, promoting sustainable consumption. It is very crucial. This involves providing clear information, promoting the benefits of circular products, engaging consumers in the circular processes. Then it involves encouraging local production and consumption loops. So this local production and consumption loops can reduce the environmental impact of transportation and also fosters community engagement. Then community driven initiatives like some repair cafes, local exchange systems. So there are several examples of micro level actions that promote circularity. So we will discuss some of the case studies. So let's discuss some significant case studies that showcase micro level action within the circular economy. So first case study is the Repair Cafe. The Repair Cafe initiative started in the Netherlands and has since become a global movement. It emphasizes the repair of products to extend their lifespans, countering the throwaway culture. The local volunteers organize events where community members can bring their broken items and learn how to fix them. Now, the next case study is of B. Johnson. B. Johnson is recognized for pioneering the zero waste lifestyle movement. This zero waste lifestyle movement has inspired many people worldwide to adopt a lifestyle that minimizes waste. It includes personal behavior change towards consumption, emphasizing the 5 R's: refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, and rot or compost. So, first of all, you refuse the products. You refuse the products that you do not need. You minimize your consumption. Then you reduce the generation of your waste. You reduce your consumption, then you reduce the generation of waste. You reuse the materials as long as possible, and when you cannot reuse them, you recycle them. And regarding the biodegradable waste, the organic waste, you can make compost out of it. So this was regarding the behavior change, the lifestyle pattern. Now, the next case study is of Patagonia. Patagonia, an outdoor clothing brand, has a, One Wear program. It encourages customers to repair, share, and recycle their gear. The program offers repair services to extend the life of Patagonia products, encourages customers to trade in used items for store credit, sells refurbished clothing. So there are several such case studies. Like now next is the toy movement. It's an initiative by Spin Master, a Canadian global toy and entertainment company. It promotes the circular use of toys through recycling and donation programs. It encourages donation of used toys to children in need. It also extends the toys life cycle, and recycling program for toys, and toys that are no longer usable, they ensure that the materials used in these toys, they are reclaimed and repurposed. Now next is the Mud Jeans. Mud Jeans is a Dutch company that offers a leasing model for jeans. Customers can lease a pair of jeans for a year and return them for recycling at the end of the lease. The company then recycles old jeans into new products, minimizes waste, and promoting sustainable use of materials. And it provides incentives for customers to return used jeans through discounts on future purchases. So, next we have Lush Cosmetics, and Lush Cosmetics has introduced a range of packaging free products such as solid shampoos, conditioners, and shower gels. This initiative reduces packaging waste and environmental impact associated with the production and disposal of packaging materials. It encourages consumers to consider the environmental footprint of their personal care products. Now, then we have the Library of Things. The Library of Things is an initiative where people can borrow items they need rather than purchasing them. So all these case studies, they showcase the importance of individual and community action in the transition to a circular economy. Now, despite the growing consensus on its potential benefits, the concept of circular economy is subject to several important debates and critics. And these debates and critics can be broadly categorized into theoretical, practical, and socioeconomic considerations. First of all, definition and scope of circular economy are subjects of debate. There is no universally agreed upon definition of circular economy. And the definition leads to ambiguity and confusion about what constitutes circular practices, what doesn't constitute circular practices. Some argue that the broadness of the concept allows for inclusivity and innovation, while others believe that it leads to greenwashing or the mislabeling of unsustainable practices as circular. Then critics also question the overall effectiveness and efficiency of circular economy. Some argue that recycling and reusing materials uh, may consume more resources than the linear model, um, particularly in cases where the recycling process is energy incentive, because there is a process involved in recycling of the products, and that process will consume energy. So it depends, like where the consumption of energy is less, in the linear model or in the circular model. So, and then also there are questions regarding the quality of recycled materials, that it may be, and generally it is perceived as inferior to that of the quality of virgin materials. Now we have practical debates like technological feasibility of implementing circular economy, especially at a larger scale. Some industries have successfully adopted circular practices, but the skeptics argue that current technology does not yet fully support a transition to a circular economy. And particularly in products like electronics, where recycling and material recovery are challenging, very, very challenging. And then transition to circular economy also requires significant investment in infrastructure. Like we need infrastructure for waste collection, sorting facilities, and new manufacturing processes. So there's a debate who should bear these costs, how to incentivize investment from public sector, from private sector. Then economic implications of circular economy are also widely debated. Proponents argue that a circular economy can lead to new business opportunities, job creation, economic growth. However, critics point out potential economic challenges, including job losses in the traditional industries, the need for significant upskilling and reskilling of workforce, then potential for economic instability during the transition period. Then there are also concerns about the social equity of circular economy. Critics argue that the benefits of circular economy may not be distributed equally, potentially exacerbating the existing inequalities. For instance, the costs of pollution and waste often disproportionately affect marginalized communities, and there is very important debate regarding the global north and the global south regarding cost of waste and this cost of pollution in the developed and the between the developed and the developing countries. And there is a risk if these patterns continue, if circular economy initiatives are not designed with equity in mind. Then role of policy and regulation in promoting or hindering circular economy is a critical area of debate. Some argue for strong governmental intervention, that the government should regulate private sector, and there should be governmental intervention, policy formulations regarding circular economy practices, and they may be favorable also, for example subsidies for circular businesses, or there may be stricter regulations on waste. But others believe that market should drive the transition, arguing that over regulation could stifle innovation and economic growth. So these are some important debates around the circular economy. Very, very. Thus, the concept of circular economy encompasses a range of practices and principles aimed at sustainability and economic resilience. While it presents significant opportunities for environmental sustainability and economic innovation, The debate surrounding its definition, implementation, and socioeconomic impacts are complex and ongoing. These debates highlight the need for a nuanced understanding of circular economy. And there should be inclusive policy making, there should be collaborative efforts among stakeholders, and we should address the challenges, should realize the potential benefits of a more circular economy. So this field is still evolving, and as this field evolves further, there is a need for continuous dialogue, research, adaptive strategies, and these are crucial to address the concerns and leverage the opportunities presented by the circular economy. So, with this, I end my presentation. So, thank you very much for listening. Please like and subscribe the channel. The address of the channel is given here. My email address is also given here. So, please like and subscribe the channel, and see you again. Thank you very much. Bye bye.